We are here in 90068 in the heart of the Hollywood Hills. If you've ever thought about living here, you probably picture iconic homes, legendary views, and a history that's as Hollywood as it gets. But each pocket of 90068 has its own personality, and today we're breaking it all down. I'm Christopher Shahinian, Los Angeles real estate broker. If LA real estate's on your radar and you're looking to buy or sell in any price range, I'm a call away, so pick up that phone or click the links below to get connected. 90068 covers the Hollywood Hills running from Griffith Park and Los Feliz on the east to the Hollywood Bowl and Cahuenga Pass on the west, stretching north along Mulholland Drive and the mountain ridge above the Hollywood Reservoir, and including the hillside neighborhoods and winding roads above Hollywood Boulevard, with easy connections to Hollywood, Studio City, Burbank, North Hollywood, and Toluca Lake. The story starts in the 1920s when the hillside neighborhoods were carved out for Hollywood's rising stars. In 1923, the Hollywood Land sign went up to promote a new development, later shortened to the Hollywood sign we know today. Early estates attracted legends like Charlie Chaplin and Judy Garland, who helped put the Hollywood Hills on the map. Over time, the grand old Hollywood homes gave way to sleek modern spec builds, but the mix of history and innovation still defines the area today. Let's now talk about the 5 unique pockets in 90068, and we'll start with Whitley Heights. This is one of the first spots in LA where Hollywood stars started buying homes. We're talking about the 1910s and the 1920s, way before the hills were what they are today. The streets are narrow and twisty, and the homes are mostly old Mediterranean style places. A lot of them haven't changed much, and that's the point. The neighborhood's actually protected as a historic area, so that keeps that old school charm. Big names like Rudolph Valentino and Gloria Swanson lived here back in the day. It's close to the Hollywood Bowl and just above Hollywood Boulevard, but still feels pretty quiet and private. People like it here because it's got the character. If you're into homes with history and you want to be close to the city without feeling stuck in it, Whitley Heights is definitely worth a look. The highest price transaction reported in the last 50 years was on 2015 Whitley Avenue, a Mediterranean revival-style 5,215 square foot residence sitting on a 12,000 square foot lot, which sold for $3,950,000. Next up is Beachwood Canyon. If you've ever taken a photo of the Hollywood sign, you were probably standing somewhere near here. This is the neighborhood right below it, and it's also where the original Hollywood Land development started back in the 1920s. That stone gate at the bottom of the hill, that's the original entrance. It's still there and it still says Hollywood Land. Over the years, it's been home to writers, musicians, and artists, people who wanted to be close to the action, but tucked away in the hills. Even Madonna lived here at one point. The homes are a mix. You'll see old Spanish revival houses, some storybook-style Tudors, and newer modern builds mixed in. It's not flashy, but that's the point. People move here for the vibe, the views, and the history. And while it feels quiet and laid back, you're still just a few minutes away from Franklin Village, the 101, and all the happening spots in Hollywood. The highest price transaction reported in the last 50 years was on 2151 Holly Ridge Drive, an architectural 5,480 square foot estate sitting on a 28,000 square foot lot, which sold for $6.2 million. Next up is Hollywooddell. Just north of Hollywood Boulevard and tucked below the reservoir, it's the pocket that people pick when they want the hills vibe while being in the neighborhood closest to the action. Homes are Spanish revival from the 1920s and 1930s, mid-century modern homes, some ranch style, plus some newer remodels that still keep the character. The streets are narrow and quiet, so it feels calmer and more family-oriented than the flashier spots. You can actually walk to places here like Franklin Village, the Hollywood and Highland Metro, and even the Bowl if you don't mind stairs. Upper streets get amazing views of the city. Lots aren't huge, but yards are usable, and the neighborhood feel is definitely real. I guess that rhymes. And yes, there's celebrity history. Director Frank Capra had a 1925 Spanish on Odin Street that later sold as a known Hollywooddell landmark. Audrina Patridge listed her Dell home during the Hills era, and coverage has tied Eva Longoria to a Dell address. The highest price transaction reported in the last 50 years was on 6354 Bryn Mawr Drive, a Montecito-inspired 3,447 square foot estate sitting on a 24,000 square foot lot, which sold for $5,885,000. Next up is definitely one of my favorite pockets, Lake Hollywood Estates. It wraps the north and west sides of the Hollywood Reservoir, so you get big views, quiet streets, and quick access to the Mulholland Dam and the flat reservoir loop. Homes feel more suburban here, mid-century modern style, ranch style, newer remodels, and plenty of gated and cul-de-sac lots. The streets are much wider than most hillside pockets, and there are sidewalks on many blocks, including along Lake Hollywood Drive, where the route up to the reservoir includes paved sidewalk sections. The reservoir loop is a flat paved path of about 3.4 miles that crosses the 1924 Mulholland Dam and connects back to Lake Hollywood Drive. Many of the homes get incredible lake and Hollywood sign views, especially on the upper streets. It is very, very walkable for a hills neighborhood, which is rare. I mean, I understand why people choose it, and this is the reason why it's my favorite. It's because it has the views, that quieter feel, the wider streets and sidewalks, has easy parking and driveways. It has the walkable reservoir loop, and quick access to nearby studios in Burbank and Universal City. The highest price transaction reported in the last 50 years was on 3001 Arrowhead Drive. It's a modern 9,385 square foot estate sitting on a 25,000 square foot lot for $8,480,000. Now, last but definitely not least, Outpost Estates. Developed in the 1920s and marketed as luxury hillside living, Outpost Estates still feels like old Hollywood. It has the narrow, winding streets, Spanish and Mediterranean homes, big lots, and city views. People choose Outpost for the canyon to city views, larger lots than nearby pockets, classic 1920s architecture, and the location near Runyon and the Bowl without feeling stuck in the thick of it. Famous names tied to the neighborhood include Bela Lugosi at 2227 Outpost Drive, Bob Barker's longtime Spanish colonial on historic Otis and Toberman site, and the current era deals like Shaun White selling a mid-century in 2024, and Nicholas Howell listing his Outpost mid-century in 2025. You'll also see headlines around Felicity Huffman and William H. Macy's Outpost compound, as well as Kevin Smith buying a house here from Ben Affleck. Speaking of headlines, Brad Pitt just bought a home in Outpost for about $12 million, likely the highest Outpost estate sale in the last 50 years. So, which pocket do you feel suits you and your lifestyle? I'm Christopher Shahinian, Los Angeles real estate broker, and if you're looking to buy or sell a home in Los Angeles, click the links below to get connected. Make sure to like this video and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next zip code we're covering in the Hollywood Hills.